last 4 years of corporate experience, I have come across a lot of people who struggle with using Google Sheets. And most of these people don't require to be excellent in Google Sheets in order to do their day-to-day job, but a lot of times they have to collaborate with project managers or stakeholders in order to either enter data or manage data. So if you're not very good at Google Sheets or want to get started with it, I'll be covering 4 simple hacks that you can use in your day-to-day professional life. Data validation. So a lot of times people, while they are handling a lot of projects, there are multiple people working on it, and they need to update the status of the project. So for example, the project status to be updated is, say, complete, work in progress, not started, etc. So you don't need to write it down every single time. What you can simply do is, wherever you want to update the status, just select those cells, right click on it, go to view more cell actions, click on data validation, and if it's a small number of options that you want to give people, just select this drop down, click on list of items, and here you can write complete, use a comma separated value. So basically you just need to add a comma after each different unique value. Write the second term over here and the third term over here. Make sure you don't make any spelling mistakes in this, because Google Sheets is not going to recognize that, and click on save. So the moment you do this, anyone can simply use the drop down here and select complete, can go to the second one and select work in progress, and so on. So for example, if you're working on the same sheet and a lot of people have updated the status either as complete, work in progress, not started, etc. Now imagine when all these cells are filled. It's going to be very difficult to get a big picture idea as to which tasks have been completed, etc. So in this case you can use the conditional formatting tip. So all you need to do is select all the cells where you want to apply conditional formatting, which is basically going to color code the cells based on the text in that cell. Just right click on it, go to view more cell actions, and click on conditional formatting. So now this range is selected. All you need to do is click on this drop down, select text is exactly. Now you need to enter all the values that you have basically added here. So you're basically telling Google Sheets that if the cell has the text complete, then it should have a, say, yellow color, or for simplicity, green color, and click on done. Go to add another rule. Again select text is exactly. Now you can add here not started and click on, say, red color. Go to add another rule. Text is exactly, say, work in progress, and you might want to color code it as orange. So if you see, now if I change the status of this particular cell from complete to work in progress, it's going to automatically change it to work in progress. Okay, so I can get like a better visibility in terms of what's the status of the tasks in my project. Now a lot of times we have to work with this kind of huge data, wherein there's a lot of data entries, and it has a top row which contains the headers, as in this particular column will have movie titles, this will have release dates, etc. But if I go down and suppose I have to enter data in the last row, now let's go down to the last row. Okay, so as of now data is already entered, so just assume that you have to enter data over here, right? Now I really do not know what do I need to fill in this particular column, or what does this column signify, right? So in that case it is very important that you freeze the top rows. So a simple way to do that is basically select this particular so basically select the row that you want to freeze, or you can simply anyway go to the view section over here. Okay, click on freeze and select either one row, 2 rows, or whatever number of rows you want to freeze, so that for example if I select one row, then no matter how down I move, I can see what the column headers are. Similarly, if there's a lot of data horizontally, or if there are a lot of columns and you want to know what this particular data corresponds to in the first column, then I can simply go here and freeze the first column. So I simply select this column, go to view, freeze, and freeze one column. A lot of times multiple people are viewing the same sheet and they want to look at different types of data. So let's say different types of people are looking at data about different genres over here. Now, if I apply a filter over here and everybody starts applying their own filter, then it's going to be a very confusing situation for everyone. Because, for example, if I want to choose to watch just the action movie data, then I select the filter option as action and click on OK. Now somebody who wants to look at some other genre is not going to be able to see it because I've applied the filter option to the entire sheet, right? So for that matter, we have a filter view option. I'll just show you how. Now just taking it back to the original state. Now that the filter is applied over here, I'll just go to this filter option on the top, click on this small drop down over here and select on create new filter view. Now this particular filter is only applicable to me. So even in the genre section, I select say adventure, the other people can see the entire sheet. So their view is not affected. This way you are avoiding all kinds of confusion when multiple people are watching the same sheet. Now the moment I want to say switch back to the original sheet, I can just select none and it will take me back to the original sheet. Let me again go back to the filter view. I can also close the filter view option by clicking on this small cross button. Or I can also create another filter view. Say this is for action movies, then I can simply name it as action. Okay, and the views of other people are not going to be affected. Suppose I also want to make a filter view specifically for me. I'll just create new filter view, write my name so that other people know that this particular filter is being used by Prajakta and they will not basically delete it or modify it. So these were just 4 simple hacks I wanted to cover today. I hope I was able to explain them in an easy to understand manner. If you have any doubts, please leave a comment down below and I'll try to reply to each and every comment on this video. Basically, Google Sheets is very easy to use. Once you know that a particular function exists, you can simply look it up on the internet. But first you need to know that that particular function exists. If you found this video useful, please do like, share and subscribe. I'll be coming up with more useful videos in the coming weeks. So make sure you press the bell icon for timely notifications. Till then, take care.